Well, hi everybody, Mindy here. Today is Friday. It's March 10th, 2023, and it's about 7:30 p.m. So the forex market closed for the week about 3.5 hours ago, and I actually took a nap for a little while, and then I had a nice dinner. And so anyway, now I'm back to do the video for the update on the Magic EA for this week. Now, again, this week we had just a stellar week, okay? Before I show you the trades, I've been keeping this chart, as you know, the last few weeks. So for this week, which was March 5th, which was Sunday evening for me in Kansas City, to tomorrow, that includes the whole trading week, right? I had booked profit of $5,871.13. Now, the way that I calculate my booked profit and the percentage for that, I always take what I made for the week and I measure it against the deposit that I made in the account to begin with. Now, this account started with $10,000. So $5,871 of book profit for this week equates to 58%, actually 58.7, but I'm not counting the change. So 58%. That's the best week we've had. Remember, a couple months ago we had 43%, which was one of the best weeks we've ever had. And in the last 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks, we've now had 3 weeks that have been 40% or higher for a weekly profit. But this week we had a lot more closed trades than we've had the last couple of weeks. We had 88 total closed positions this week, and of those 88, 23 were new original trades. Now that's quite a bit more trades this week than it made last week or the week prior. So we're getting back up into the range where it should be. The EA really should close 20 to 30 trades a week, right? So anyway, the last 2 weeks were really slow, and we still pulled out 16% and 30% respectively. Now, this week I did quite a bit of manual trading. The reason I do manual trades is because I'm creating hedges and quick fixes for the trades that have gone bad, right? And this week I did 33 trades. But the reason I did so many was because the market gave me the opportunity to do that. The CAD JPY pair, which is what most of the trades were in this week, were manual trades that I was doing for manual hedges and manual quick fixers. The price was pretty volatile this week. It went up and down quite a bit, and that gave me an opportunity to do more trades than I had done in last week or the week prior. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to come over here to the account. I'm going to right click on it just so that you guys know that I'm not pulling any funny business, right? I'm going to take the from date back to the 5th. I'm going to take the to date to tomorrow, the 11th, and then click OK. And then what we'll do is we'll scroll down through this list of trades, and you can see right here at the bottom the profit was $5,871.13. Okay, it tells us that here. It also itemizes it over here for profit/loss, $5,871.13. There were no credits, no deposits, and no withdrawals. Of course, this is a demo account, but I do trade a live account identically to this. Okay, so anyway, that's what we had. Now, the unusual thing this week, which I'll show you, I made a note of it here. Of the 88 trades this week, 54 of them, which is 61% of the trades this week, had to do with that CAD JPY pair that I've been hedging and quick fixing multiple levels of for the last month. Okay, so when we go over here to the trade tab, what we see is that this original trade right here, it's been the bugaboo for a month. It went in on February 3rd. Now, what we see currently is that this original trade has a hedge and quick fix at level 1 and level 2. It no longer has a level 3 hedge. Okay, which is pretty great, because what that means is that next week what will probably happen is the price, if the CAD JPY continues down next week, which I expect that it will, all of these trades will close next week, and this original trade that's been in there since February 3rd will probably close on its own for a profit, which will be a good thing, but it'll also be a sad thing, because over the course of the last month I've probably made well over $10,000 just by having this one trade that went bad and needed hedge and quick fix levels. I think at one point I was actually up to a level 7 of hedges and quick fixes in that trade. Okay, but I've just been doing those same trades over and over and over. Every time the market goes up and down, I'm able to do it again. But it looks like my situation will change next week, okay? And if it does, without all the manual trading, my profit percentage will probably go down significantly. But that's okay, because realistically, the Magic EA should be producing somewhere between 5 and 15 or 20% per week. It really shouldn't be producing 58% and 40% in a week. This week, I entitled our video this week as "It Might Be Now or Never." And what I mean by that is that if you've paid any attention to the financial news the last few days, you'll know that a very prominent bank in California went belly up today. Okay? Actually, the rumors about it started several days ago, and between Thursday night and this morning, it got some very bad press, and people were taking their money out as fast as they could. What happened is the stock price dropped over 60% just this morning, and then the federal or the state regulators came in and shut the bank down, but it's essentially bankrupt. And so the problem with that, the reason for it, is because our economy is so bad. And this was a bank in Silicon Valley that serviced a lot of the high-tech companies, right? And, you know, like Facebook and those kind of businesses. And so they're all laying off people because they're not making as much money, right? Well, the bank doesn't get that revenue coming in and out for them paying employees and all like that, and it's just a snowball effect. But the thing is, this was the 17th largest bank in the whole country. So even though it was what a lot of people would consider a regional bank, it really could have national ramifications, because the spillover from this could start affecting the biggest banks in our country. And the thing is, if you want to get started in a forex account, it might be now or never, because the situation is our banking industry is in trouble. It is. Our economy is in trouble. And it might come a day in the not too distant future where a lot of banks will be failing. And if that happens, you may or may not be able to get your funds out of your bank. And everybody goes, oh, it's FDIC insured. But that's not necessarily true. FDIC insurance only goes up to $250,000. So a lot of people have far more than that in their banking accounts, and they will not get anything insured above $250,000. Okay, now if we have a lot of banks that fail, the FDIC insurance might not come into play at all, because FDIC insurance was never meant to bail out every bank. It was meant to bail out a few banks occasionally, not all the banks, and certainly not all the banks at once. So there are a lot of complications with FDIC insurance. So it really is time. If you're contemplating opening a forex account, this is the time to do it. While you still can get to your money, get it out of the bank and get it transferred into a forex account. The more volatile the forex market becomes, the better the EA does, the more money it makes. Okay? And with our economy going to crap, our banking industry going to crap, and everything else, the situation is those things cause the forex market to get more volatile. And volatility is good for the Magic EA. Okay? So anyway, the time is ripe right now for you to get serious about opening a forex account and getting a hold of the Magic EA and start making money. You know, the Magic EA does the bulk of the work for you, and in those times when you have to make manual trades, I teach you how to do that. I don't just leave you hanging out there in the cold. I literally teach you how to do it. So my website is mindyyost.com, and if you go there and you want to ask me questions, my email address is right here at the top, mindyyost@kc.rr.com. And then here's information about the Magic EA, and here are the purchase links to buy it right here on the home page. Okay? If you want to try it before you buy it, we have a 30-day demo account license where you can buy a license for a month for $100 to try it on a demo account. See if you like it. Okay? If you only want to buy a short-term trial for a live account, buy a 30-day license. Okay? If you know you like it, buy a 90-day license or buy a 1-year license. But get started in the Magic EA right away. It's probably more important now than ever. And it might be, if you don't do it now, you might never get the opportunity to do it if all of our banks fail. That could really mess up everything in our economy. Okay? So anyway, I'm not trying to scare you to death. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay? So anyway, I hope that I hear from you, and I hope that you come back next week to get the update on the Magic EA, and it'll be fun to see what happens next week. Okay? So I'll talk to you then. Happy trading, everybody. Bye for now.